tributaries, the Sava and the Tisa, represent one of the last oases and domiciles of big and small game in industrially oversaturated old lady Europe. One of the most magnificent and the most beautiful representatives of the big game in Vojvodina is by all means the European deer. The European deer are inhabitants of larger forest areas as well as fields intersected with little rivers and canals. At the beginning of the 20th century, most deer domiciles in Vojvodina were owned by aristocratic families and the Habsburg court. The paintings on the walls of many aristocratic buildings, mainly those of fights between males, testify to the extent of attention paid to deer in those days. Among deer, as well as among other species, there is rivalry in the mating season, and deer status fights are fierce and sometimes fatal. In Vojvodina, males weigh up to 300 kilograms and does 120 to 150 kilograms. If we classified areas where the European deer is most frequently found, that would primarily be forests near rivers and meadows rich in dense vegetation. In the first half of the Ice Age, the roe deer inhabited Central Europe, and they were equivalent by their size to today's Siberian roe deer. After moving of the iceberg from Scandinavia towards south and from mountain massives towards depressions, roe deer migrated towards south to the Mediterranean and further to Asia. The roe deer are widespread in Serbia and live in peaceful areas such as river coasts and Vojvodina's fertile fields and all the way to high mountain massives. The roe deer avoid living in big herds, neither with their own kind nor other ungulate representatives. They join together from late autumn to early spring, which gives them sense of security. During spring, when the living together stops, older males leave the herd first, and soon the younger ones leave too. Hinds leave their last year's offspring, which indicates new mating and extension of species. The rabbit is by all means the most widespread and the most famous game here as well as around the world. Apart from being widespread and the fact that they have been considered as the prey for millenniums, they are very popular among hunters. Thanks to their natural abilities and ecological characteristics such as long ears, big eyes and extreme fertility, rabbits are able to adapt, and therefore among mammals they are the most numerous species of small game in Vojvodina. Of all the European free wild animals, wild boars deserve special attention. The wild boars, by their natural origin, live in deciduous forests, which are proportionally the largest in Vojvodina. In a narrow sense, wild boars are widespread in northern parts of our country, but generally speaking, they are found in a wide zone from Western Europe to Northwest Africa, Mediterranean islands, Sardinia and Corsica, and notably in South and Central Europe, Central Asia, and in the Far East. The major factor that restricts wild boars advancing to the north is the climate, where Vojvodina completely provides the environment for this kind of animals. In that environment, wild boars are not equally distributed. They are usually numerous in regions of temperate rainforests with food-richer trees such as oak, chestnut and beech.